Hi, I'm Khrystyna Klimash, and you're on the podcast Building Digital Product, where we speak about the technologies that can boost your business here and now. Our today's guest is Steve Kietz. For decades, he has been a leader in the financial services industry. He led marketing for banking giants such as Chase and Citi. Steve ran a very fast-growing internet bank and expanded Edo Interactive's businesses 100 times in just 2 years. His expertise in fintech innovation has led to advisory roles for startups, which were later acquired by great companies like Intuit and Square. Steve is recognized as one of the US most innovative bankers. Now he leads the Reliant Funding company as CEO. Hello, Steve.
Hi, great to see you, Khrystyna.
Great to see you here. And I will begin our conversation with the first question. You've been at the forefront of digital banking innovations. How has the concept of digital product in finance evolved since you ran the fastest growing internet bank in history?
Thanks for asking. I think I've been involved in digital marketing probably since the late 90s, right? In the late 90s, Khrystyna, at Citibank, we tried to send out floppy disks to customers to get them to apply for credit cards. We tried marketing on Prodigy, which I don't even know if I doubt you even heard of, which was an early competitor to AOL. And then so it was always like an extra channel, a new channel, something to experiment with. Then through the OOs, we began to embrace the internet as more and more people were on the internet. Internet is very US centric. It's changed, of course, lately, but probably in the middle OOs, you had close to 50% of Americans on the internet, while no other country had more than 20% of its residents. I think the ubiquitous nature of the mobile phone has changed that. But so it was always an extra channel, but we experimented using all of our standard like direct mail techniques, and we did okay, but we really were concerned about fraud and concerned about what kind of users were reaching us. But now, as we get into the 2020s, we see it as the primary channel, right? Khrystyna, I spent many years at Citibank and Chase, and then in 2017, I joined Reliant Funding as the chief marketing officer. And the guy who was the CEO and founder of that company was a big believer in direct mail as a marketing channel. And, I have a claim, Khrystyna, which is not exaggerated, that in my career, I probably sent out about 20 billion pieces of direct mail. But in 2017, when I joined Reliant Funding, I said, we have to get out of direct mail and focus on digital. And so we would use email and banner ads and then partnerships, affiliates, social media. And so it became the lead channel, the primary channel. And whenever I talk to any of the companies I advise, you should focus on being not just digital first. That was a phrase we had, right? To think about the digital interaction with the customer, but to be digital only and to be able to lower your infrastructure and be where your customers are and treat your customers the way they want to be treated.
When discovering your personality, I was really impressed that you helped a business called Edo Interactive's expanded 100 times in just 2 years. How come? What were your strategy for scaling so rapidly? If you can share this information with us for sure.
Oh, yep. Thank you very much, Khrystyna. So that was a company that it was 2011, and we had a phrase at that time, Khrystyna, called big data, right? Big data. So we would work with the credit card banks and the debit cards, all US focused, Khrystyna, and analyze all their transactions. And we'd analyze their transactions, and then we'd send out personalized emails every week to their customers to get them to use their card, to activate their card. And my 100x claim, Khrystyna, is that when I joined the company in 2011, we were sending 300,000 emails a week, and
That's amazing.
by the time I left, we were sending out 30 million, Khrystyna. And our customers, we had to do in partnership with the bank, but our partners were Citibank, Discover, Capital One, Ally Bank, Fifth Third Bank. Those were the big banks that we partnered with, and I grew that relationship from 300,000 to 30 million.
What strategies do you use to ensure customer engagement and retention in digital financial products? You have already mentioned customer engagement.
I think there's two pieces to that, which is, one of the phrases that you hear in digital marketing is personas, right? And so we had rich personas on all of our customers, so we knew what kind of what they were looking for in their information. But I think the more relevant you are, the better. So when at Edo Interactive, to get the kind of repeat usage that we wanted, we would understand if you were someone who went to McDonald's twice a week, so we would send you coupons for Burger King. And so when you saw that, we knew you were the kind of customer that was looking for that. But remember, we knew more, Khrystyna, in terms of our target marketing. We knew where you lived. So, if I send you a Burger King coupon, but there's no Burger King within 20 miles of your house, it's not relevant. But we knew that these customers live 2-3 miles from a Burger King. And that's why they kept opening their emails. We had high open rates and high usage of the coupon.
How did you gather all the data from your customer?
It's all anonymized data, right? And so we would collect anonymized data. So we would assign it is a little detaily, but if we get too far, Khrystyna, you'll tell me it's not good for our audience here, right? But for every customer, so Discover Card, right? They had 40 million customers. And we took their 40 million customers and created a sort of a random account number for everybody. And so we would say to Discover, give us all the transaction data and all the demographic data about these people. Don't tell us their name. Don't tell us their name. Don't tell us their address, so we can protect their privacy. But we collected all the data. We crunched the data using, big data tools. And then we would use that to create the marketing materials.
As an advisor to startups that were later acquired by giants like Intuit and Square, what qualities do you believe make a fintech startup attractive for acquisition?
Intuit was my Mobile Money Ventures, right, was acquired, and the company that was acquired by Square. The company that was acquired by Square was, we had great young managers, young founders, and the guys who were the founder of that company are now working on a very successful Bitcoin business. But, it was just young, low 20s, 22, 23-year-old guys. The Intuit was just a really good match of a product that they couldn't build, right? We had a joint venture with Citigroup and SK Telecom, the large Korean phone company. And they had the Korean company had built a very cool mobile web application. And we took that mobile web application that worked in Korea and we internationalized it. And so once we did that, Intuit came and saw what we were doing. They needed to accelerate their growth in mobile web for banking, and we were able to do that for them.
Thank you for your answer. In LinkUp Studio's stack of services, we have a marketing service offering that helps businesses to get their clients or product users. You have first-class experience in the promotion. Could you share an example of marketing campaign for a digital product that was particularly successful and break down why it worked so well?
I think that, let me just think for a minute. There's so many. I'll
Sure.
tell you one of my favorite ones, though it's little old, was Amazon. So Chase was a partner with Amazon Visa, right? And we worked with Amazon Visa, and it was a successful product, Khrystyna. We were doing 1 million new customers a year just from that product alone. But then I looked at how we were doing it, and what we were doing was once a month at the beginning of the month, we took all the Amazon users and ran them up against a database and said, who should you show? And I don't know if you've seen this, Khrystyna, like they're still doing it in some version. As you're doing your checkout, it says, get your new credit card and save $20 on this purchase today. And so we looked at that, but they only showed that to people who met certain credit criteria. And I said, the people who are shopping on Amazon already have computers, already have some broadband service. Why do I have to do a step to pre-approve them? So I said, show it to everybody. So everybody, as they were going through the Amazon checkout, we showed them this, get $30 if you buy your card now. And instead of doing 1 million new customers a year, Khrystyna, we did 3 million.
Wow.
And all it was just looking at understanding the customer, understanding the process, and understanding it was the don't overthink it, right? If you have a great offer, show it to the customer. If you don't have a great offer, it doesn't matter who you show it to. But if you have a great offer, you should show it to as many people as you can, especially in a digital medium where at least I think the cost of delivery is near zero, right? We grew up in the direct mail world where cost of delivery was 50 cents to $1 US to deliver an email or to deliver a display ad is much low, pennies, if that much.
Was it challenging to find a team with a similar mindset to yours for the department you've been working in?
I think, Khrystyna, in my career, I think I've had somewhere between, 1,000 to 1,500 different people work for me. If we ever to add up all the org charts, so maybe 10% didn't want to go for it, but 90% of the people, once they saw that, I have a view of life which is, if you don't try things, you can never succeed. I was just in a physical therapy place, and there was a sign on the wall, and it said, from Michael Scott, who's the star of the TV show The Office, it said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And so I'm a big believer in trial and error. No one's going to get hurt, do things. And once I showed my team that, if you have to try things, right? Another business quote is the company Warner Brothers, Khrystyna, the CEO over there had a motto, which was, if you don't fail, you're fired. That you have to try things. And once I could find the right people to work with me who are not risk averse, we had incredible success. Because for more often than not, I would kind of set the table and they would take it the rest of the way.
I also heard a motto that goes, you can't fail if you don't try.
Correct.
My last question from this section is, what role do you see emerging technologies like AI and blockchain playing in the future of digital financial products?
Yeah, I cannot say I'm nervous about AI. I'm ecstatic about AI. So much of the work that we did could be done in terms of the digital marketing, could be done by AI, could be done by programming, right? Picking the channels, writing the copy, testing the copy, right? In digital marketing, I'm a very big driver of using the Google ads as a marketing testing vehicle. And it's not done frequently because it's too much work. You have to run the ad, you have to read the response, you have to see what happens. That is such a perfect AI. So I see the AI creating the campaigns, reviewing the results, and moving to the next phase of testing and rollouts without human intervention. And it's going to cost some jobs, but it's going to be very successful for the company, and the good people will find other things to do.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And right now, I will ask you flash questions. I will give you two options, and you need just to pick the one. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, let's go. Blue or white shirt?
Blue.
Ogilvy or BBDO?
Ogilvy.
Being an advisor or CEO?
At this point, advisor.
Sales or marketing?
Ooh. I guess I'm following your rules. I'm going to say marketing.
San Diego or New York?
San Diego.
Customer acquisition or customer retention?
Customer acquisition every day.
Thank you very much for answering all my questions. It was really nice talking to you today, and I hope that you enjoyed this episode.
I think it was fun, and please share it with me, and I'll share it with my group. And it's great to meet you, Khrystyna. Good luck. Congratulations on a great program that you do.
Click like and subscribe button to not skip the following episodes. Bye!